Hey there, guys. I've been seeing a lot of comments that people are having problems with the new Hasiko trial, Shadows of Ruination. So I figured I'd show a way to do this pretty standardly. It is going to require a really well-geared Folka, either of your own or a friend's. So to show you, you want a Folka that has at least 10 auto limit. So you'll notice this one that I asked Angel to set up is using Pure White Blessing, Sage of Mysidia, that's 2 each, which is 4. Prodigy Goggles and Invigorator is also 2 each. Top Hat is 1, and she has 1 naturally from using her TMR. So that's 10 auto limit. That's going to allow her to cast Teardrop every single turn and keep this. So even if Hasiko drains her mana every single round, Folka will negate that entirely. So with Folka on the team, the rest of the team is going to be Snow. He's got passive provoke, which is going to help deal with the berserk. So you want, that. He's probably going to die a few times. Doesn't really matter as long as he's just soaking those berserks. That's all we really care about. Regis of the Earth is going to be for status immunity or break immunity, covering, mitigation, etc. Now, Folka can do break immunity as well, but if Folka is busy like healing and giving mana back, this allows Regis of the Earth to do it instead. Celio is just a backup buffer. She's on Phoenix for the raise spell that is going to be important potentially if someone dies because Folka is busy. But other than that, she's just got some, some spirit, some survival, because we don't want to. She gives good buffs. I'm sorry. Gilgamesh is going to be just a chainer. He breaks and chains at the same time, which is kind of useful. A2 can do that. Maybe 2B. I don't know. But basically, you want a breaker. Gilgamesh is only 55% breaks. They're actually kind of low, but this is like a somewhat of a cheaper clear, so I'm not using like a 79% breaker or something. And then Sephiroth is our DPS with a holy weapon and some demon killer. Again, not really too big a deal. He's just wearing some standard gear, some survival, etc. And that's going to be our team. So the missions are no items, no limits, and summon an Esper. So I did this earlier with a kind of went in blind, but I used like a really high-end team and cleared it no problem. And now I'm going to try it like a little cheaper way. So all the units of my team are mostly replaceable except for the Folka friend. That's really key for this setup. Now, Rem can do it too, but she's not as good. Folka's the best. So here's the ambush. It's going to drain everyone's mana except Folka because Folka's amazing. So there you go. Folka has mana left over, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and with Folka, we're going to do a break immunity and a heal with a physical. So we're going to guard Snow, and we're going to guard everyone else because currently you got to wait 1 turn for Folka's mana regen to kick in. So now Folka's got a little bit of mana. Now, as you can see, the boss is draining us, of course, but Folka's got her limit gauge filled by 10 points, but she can use Teardrop. There we go. And she'll use Cerulean Shell to heal. So that Teardrop is going to give us our mana back. So as you can see, boom. So we're going to cover with Regis of the Earth, and we're going to start chaining with our DPS. Now, most importantly is breaking the boss. So we're using Scalipore, that's going to break the boss. If you're not using like Gilgamesh, you would just use a regular chainer. We're going to go ahead and Spirit Dance with Celil, and we'll just guard Snow as usual. There we go. Now she's going to drain us probably again. Spirit Burn. Spirit Burn every turn. This boss is just ridiculous. Spirit Burn, Spirit Burn, Spirit Burn. So that's why you want a Folka friend, because the Folka friend can restore mana every single turn with 10 auto limit. That's why it's so important. So every turn, Teardrop, and then we'll Serpent Guard for the heal. Now we'll go ahead and use a defensive barrier with Regis of the Earth just to help mitigation even more. Celil will attack in magic, break, or buff, and we'll chain. I think the boss went immune to damage this turn. Oh no, she didn't. Okay. That's fine. Spirit Burn again. I mean, just get used to it. It's Spirit Burn every turn. That's why Folka is so good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Omni Block. Because this is kind of like what I mentioned before. Like, Volka's busy doing Teardrop every round, so she doesn't really have time to cast things like her buff immunities, her break immunities and stuff. So we'll do Salil with a good dance. Go ahead and chain again. And like you say, it's just draining all of Snow's mana, but passive provoke, we don't really care. Alright, we've almost got enough for the Esper for that mission. Oh, we do have enough. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and summon Golem, just get that mission out of the way. Volka will heal and Teardrop. Let's go ahead and chain and do Volka. Oh, I should have danced with Salil first. Whoops. Not that it really matters. Alright, so it's Guardian. Alright, I think that's the Berserk she used, I believe. Okay, so the boss is physical immune this turn. So that's alright. Plenty of counters. Alright, so let's go ahead and Cerulean and Teardrop. I think it's time for Defensive Barrier. Guard. Let's do that. Chain, even though it's not going to do anything. I don't know why I did that. Whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, there's the Spirit Burn again. Alright, so there's phase 1. Basically complete. We'll kill her when we, when we get a chance to attack. Snow and Vretus are both going at it still. Alright, so let's go ahead and take out this boss. So now we're going into phase 2. You know, I actually know this time. We're expecting it. Alright, so Volka's got a lot of limit gauge, and the rest of the team doesn't matter. They're going to go to 0 mana because, you know, this boss is dumb. But here we go. Spirit Burn, everybody's mana's gone. Boo. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and heal and Teardrop. And that Teardrop allows us to get our buffs going. So we're going to Guardian. Salil is going to Spirit. And we're going to just reload these two. And we're going to start chaining on Hasiko. Now the boss is going to heal. We're going to kill the small ones in a second. Now that I know what the mechanics are. Killing them makes the boss weaken for a few turns. Actually, I'm not going to kill them quite yet. I want to wait until we get all of our buffs rolling. Alright, so we're going to guard Snow. So we're going to go ahead and Serpent Guard and Teardrop. Reload them. We're going to Defensive Barrier for the mitigation. Salil will do a buff. And we'll chain these two. Alright, so next turn we're going to kill one of these small ones. Yeah, there goes all our mana, except for Volka. And again, if you don't have a Volka friend that can do this, you can leave your friend code in the comments, and I'll set mine like this for a few days. And if I have room on my list, I'll invite people. But you know, depending what the requests are, like if I have enough room, I'll invite people for a few hours at a time. They can get this trial done with my Volka if you don't have your own friend like this. But anyway, So as before, we're going to Teardrop and Cerulean. Snow discards always. Now we're going to Omni Block with Freeze from Earth. Celil will do a good buff. And let's go ahead and kill one of these small ones, which is going to make the boss weaken herself in a turn or two, so we can deal with some actual damage. Okay. So it should have imperiled the boss with a whole lot, so we can deal more damage now. I think it's time to cover. Guard them. Let's see, Serpent Guard and Teardrop. And I think we get 3 turns of like decent damage on Hasiko. Yeah, there we go. Now we're doing more damage than usual. That. I think. Oh no, next is defensive barrier, I think. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and chain on Hasiko again. Snow guards and we don't need a heal or mana, so we'll just do this. I think Whale is the physical immunity. Yeah, physical immunity. So we're going to kill that other little guy next to stop the healing. Alright, let's go ahead and kill him. So no more healing for the boss. Celil will go ahead and buff. Greatest of the Earth will Omni Block, I believe. Guard him. And let's go ahead and Cerulean and Teardrop. Alright, I will destroy you. That's the big angry nuke or whatever. Spirit Burn, drain the mana. And now the boss is broken, the mana drain is not that big a deal. Alright, let's do that. Let's cover. Guard. Chain. And now it's just a matter of working the boss down. We just Teardrop and heal every turn. And just stick to that rotation with Guardians with Greatest of the Earth and do stat break immunity, mitigation, and cover. Snow always guards every turn. Celil does always make sure dances, and we chain with Gilg and Sephiroth. Don't forget, Gilgamesh's chain actually does a break. So, you know, if you're not using Gilgamesh, and I recommend you not use him if he has one better. That would be like more damage to use like Machina or something. Or A2. There we go. I think it's time for defensive barrier. And I might just skip the video ahead here because the fight doesn't really change anymore. Oh, I used the wrong. Why doesn't matter? But yeah, like here's the fight. You know, bring Polka, you win. Now I brought like, you know, weak DPS because this is supposed to be like a kind of like a budget like sort of run. But if you were using like, you know, better DPS, for example, Aurora Frievia or something, like you would obviously deal a lot more damage than this. I think the boss does more drains and such when he's lower in health. I don't really remember. But again, I mean, at this point we've won. As long as you keep the boss broken and you've got someone to keep your mana going, you can't lose. Her damage is so low. We'll just have Volka apply her good resistances. There's the Spirit Burn and Maniacal Slash. I think that drains mana too. Not that we really care. Do I have a DPS Esper equipped? Yeah, I'm gonna try to cap a chain with Odin, speed this up a little bit, maybe. Let's see. I think Odin attacks really fast. Let's do that, and then do Odin. I'm not even sure if that hit or not. Whatever. So we'll Teardrop and Mitigation. I think Whale is the physical immunity. Yeah, physical immune. Boo! Now Sephiroth doesn't like have a cooldown or anything to use during this, so whatever. Let's see, Guardian. Keep Salil's dances going. I'll chain even though it's not going to do anything. And we will just use immunities with Volka because why not? There's Spirit Burn. Don't really care. And again, if you don't have any Volkas in your friends list, leave a comment down below with your friend code, and I'll invite you for a few hours, and you can get this done. I'll have my Volka set up the same way Angel has his set up. Let's Teardrop and heal, reload, blah blah blah. It's kind of dull. It's defensive barrier. Anyway, this is the fight. I'm not going to show the last, 10 rounds of going 5% a turn because nothing else changes. Like, this is the whole fight. So there you go. There's a way to do it with Volka. A Volka friend. Anyways, let's do that. And do that, and you'll see, same thing, 5%, 4%, whatever. Well, we've come this far. I guess I may as well go all the way. Volka too good. I'm on Bruce. It's already slow enough. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, anyway, you get the idea. The boss has won. So, there's a way to kill the boss. I will see you guys for the next fight.